have the thesis, but I'm seasick. Please complete this thought.
Welcome on back, ladies and gentlemen. We are here for CEA once again, and it is game number 2 of our match day. As here for Rocket League action, we have none other than Samsara playing off against Capital All for One. My name is Upmine, joined here by Door, and All for One is a very familiar name, and we're happy to see them back on the servers.
Yeah, I mean, it's a strong team. We want to see this team pop off. We want to see them continue on from what I would consider some pretty good success last season. Samsara, we've also seen in times prior, but I think less performance. If I don't... Oh, God, I'm trying to remember the placements from last season.
This is their first season playing, but
is it?
for the last few weeks, they have played.
Oh, my God, I've seen them floating around. Let's see how they do today, though. I'm ready to hop into things. Game number 2 of the day, Capital All for One. A team that we've seen before, I believe Core rounding out this roster as the team captain. The rest of the team we'll see when we hop into the game. But overall, I'm expecting good things from this match. Middle of the road team so far. Opportunities for them to step up. Let's get into game number 1.
Sir, yes, sir. So, of course, on the orange side, it's none other than Capital All for One. On the blue side, Samsara. So, starting off, you have none other than Samsara already attacking the orange side.
Woo! There we go.
Oh, baby. Okay. Shoop, the technician, already nailing in a huge opportunity for his team, essentially shutting down the two-man counterattack all on his lonesome. And Shoop, he has his own reputation in the community. He actually makes controller mods for fun on the side. So, interesting stuff. You would think that he knows more about this mechanic than probably 99% of the Rocket League community. So, we could expect some freestyling antics. Speaking of Shoop, he's just in the right place at the right time. What an opportunity for Capital All for One, but still does not go through. Oh, Housebreaker, you gotta be kidding me with that opportunity. He creates it all in his lonesome, essentially in a mid-air 1v1 on the blue side, but still nothing. Lots of action in only the first 40 seconds.
A load of baloney going on the screen, but none of it resulting in an actual goal. Bumps now. Holy, this is the fastest start to a game I think we've had all season, Gus, and it's not stopping anytime soon. Cyan's got one down line. To be slowed down, if not just for a moment by Core. That's the wrong move, though, bud. Up for 50-50 now. It's risky business. 1 minute into the game, 1 goal deep. Double commit. Capital One. And DLZ to capitalize. Not there. Back to Shoop. A moment of relief for Capital One. But the foot is still on their throats. They're looking for more. NDLZ downtown. Not quite the shot he was looking for.
No, Cyan can cook. He was anchoring that mid side, looking for a deflection, but couldn't get a tire on it. But even then, just about a minute and a half through, Core controls it, actually takes it past Cyan, and oh, nice little chip, drags it forward. A little bit of an awkward opportunity, but still Keanu can't get anything through. So instead now Shoop with the control. Oh, baby, I said we can see some antics. Oh, it's dry. He just goes for it. Looking for a little bit of a pass, but even then, it's that classic scenario where you don't know if he's gonna flick or not. Need a second tap. All he needed was the jump. It totally throws off the goalkeeper, and not only that, but he had a teammate there essentially as the insurance policy. It's the mind games being used up by Shoop and Samsara, and they're up 2-0.
Hey, we're just 2 minutes in, though, and with the pace that this game's been played at, Capital All for One can find a goal anywhere. That's a key mistouch, though. Core gets the back cross. Shoop's got an opportunity. Great double touch off the back wall. Great 50-50 as well by Core. He's on a roll.
Ooh.
It's not really resulting in anything quite yet, but it might if they could just find a good pass to the teammates. Awkward dribble now. No one's quite open. Good presence of mind to leave the ball there for the midfield. Now it's Shoop's turn. Where is this cross going? It's an attempted pinch off the back wall.
God.
It comes up just a little bit short. Means Keanu Weebs, what a name, gets to go back for the counterattack.
Wonderful, wonderful. Core now fighting up against Cyan in the midfield.
Keanu,
no! NDLZ is there to sweep up what was a massive blunder. Core trying to take it away. Miscommunication. Keanu had a better angle for the clear anyways. But, oh my, you gotta feel for Keanu and Core. Well, we're halfway through the game. Samsara, the new face to the CEA League. And, it looks like they have a fighting chance this season. They're currently 2-0, and they might be trying to sweep up game number 1 in pretty easy style.
Yeah, I can kind of see why they're 2-0 right now. This is dominance. The rotations are impressive. NDLZ and Shoop are doing a fantastic job on the attacking side. Cyan can cook has been locking it down, hitting those far shots from the goal. And it's honestly a much less dynamic style than I think we're used to seeing. For as fast as they're playing, there are honestly fairly limited numbers of rotation. Cyan can cook, will move forward to midfield from time to time, but we'll see already going back to get boost, going back to play in the goal. These standardized positions that we're seeing out of Samsara are doing them really well.
And again, I like how you mentioned Shoop and LDLZ mostly on the attacking side. It's a decent rotation. Cyan could cook. There's the insurance policy. Great for clears. Great for anchoring positions.
Oh, what a
His
shot.
team just
There it
isn't
is.
in it, but wow. Wow. NDLZ, I mean, you can't get any easier than that. Ball gets collected off of a clear. Core is, again, totally lost. He can't be able to get himself any boost. And, again, he just has to act within the matter of 1 second. So, very unfortunate, but NDLZ, right place, right time, gets himself a brace. And Samsara up 4-0 against Capital All For One, a team that, again, has such a history here in CEA. And, again, I'm shook just from this result alone. It is only game 1. It's a best of 5, folks. Anything can happen, but Samsara is just looking so good.
Yeah, they look buttoned up. And the weirdest thing here is that Capital All For One really do look like they're keeping up in 90% of the pitch. It's just on their own defensive half. The shots have been so good by Samsara. It's been the real difference maker. So even though we're seeing Capital All For One keep up, the fact that Samsara are consistent enough to create this good looking of a performance is ridiculous.
Kind of crazy, the consistency at least on the attacking side. But I mean, you say that, right? You can give a lot of credit over towards the Samsara side, and that's all that you want to do. But Capital All For One, their defense just seems broken at the moment. Not just their defense, but their communication in general. It does not seem like they're playing like a cohesive unit, at least in game 1. I would like to see what their adjustment is like in game 2, but for now, it's really just Samsara dominating really the entire field. And this one's just going to get chalked up as a 4-0, potentially a 5-0, as we get yet another opportunity. Shoop on the front lines, nails one forward. NDLZ just trying to collect it back to Cyan. Cyan again, good job of just being the anchor. Ball is collected back. They're given more time. 2-1. Ball's about to hit the ground, potentially. Ball's still knocked up, okay. A little bit of sportsmanship, but the ball
There it is.
finally hits, and Samsara, 4-0 victory in game 1. In what was just, again, just barely any opportunities for Capital All For One, only nailing in 4 shots throughout the game. But again, those opportunities weren't exactly well used. They weren't exactly shots on goal in a sense. There were more clears. There were more scattered opportunities, scattered 1v1s that just ended up going towards the net. And potentially some more midfield development could definitely help out this team. But overall, the communication is what I'm seeing really breaking down for the squad. Of course, we could talk about that one play, right? The one play where Keanu Weebs just went up for a shot and or went up for.
Oh, you can't just let him forget about it. Oh, Gus,
Can't let him forget
give him
about
a
it.
break.
Look, it's one play. Can't forget
One
about
time,
it,
one
but
time.
Even then, there's many other factors into that game that just didn't work out in their favor. But I'm excited to see what happens going forward.
Yeah, I mean, I think they have a lot to build on in game number 1, right? They can play fast. Mechanically, it feels like they can keep up with the Samsara. The only thing they have to do is put together those pieces on the defensive side and over on the attacking side. The midfield has been fairly solid for them. If there's one bit of solace here, it's that I think there's something they can pull from to look towards replicating game number 2, and that was their first minute of play. I feel like they were keeping up in rotations. I feel like their communication was on point. They had strong attacking ideas. They weren't getting challenged on the defense. If they can kind of get that mental reset, keep the pressure high on the attacking side, and get that communication up so they can get the rotations going, I think I'm looking at a fair game in game 2.
Sure thing, sure thing. So we're heading right into the server, right into the map. We're here in game number 2. We are seeing, again, the same lineups being pulled out. Samsara, again, we just didn't know what to expect from this team. We haven't seen them before. The only thing that we got for a fact is that some of these players are a higher rank than most here in the CEA squad. But Shoop, again, that whole profile picture, that's actually a controller mod that he has. It's controller notches, more like Xbox One mods, more like the ones that we would see for like Super Smash Brothers for GameCube and stuff like that. So he knows what's up. I just keep having to go back on
You're
that because
nerding
I
out,
love
Gus.
modding in general.
Oh my
I'm nerding
God.
out. I love modding. Shoop is my guy.
You can't be biased. That's all I'm allowed to say.
I'm not biased. I'm not biased.
He swears. He swears.
No cringe caster, no bias caster, nothing of the sort.
We've all been there. It's all right. Core's
Oh, no.
up. What a shot there. Capital One opening things up strong. The rotations pay off, and the pressure is there. No amount of bias is going to save that goal.
No, sir, but you gotta give it up to Core's reaction. He knocks it up forward. He's in such an awkward angle off the landing, and he's still able to get up. Barely any boost. Fights up to 50-50, and he's still able to capitalize for a goal. Again, if it's gonna come down to those individual efforts for Capital All for One, you can't exactly depend on those, but oh boy, are they fun to watch. Keanu Weebs on the front lines, almost able to actually notch in a goal, almost thread the needle, but still Samsara trying to hold down to that defensive line. They maintain 2 in net. It's going to be Shoop having to fight this one out. Keanu Weebs with a 50-50, but still goes on out. Core now knocks it center. It's a little bit too fast of a play. Instead, now Shoop sends it forward. Oh, it's in an awkward angle. Housebreaker, good reaction, sends it off to the wing. And now the ball is fully in their control off of a counterattack.
That was a really fast get up by Housebreaker. I mean, just incredibly fast off the ground.
Good reaction.
Yeah, exactly. Gets that boost going, gets the right angle and everything to the ball. That's the kind of pace that I want to see Capital One play at. That might actually be their trump card here, right? Mechanically, they're solid. Functionally, they look good. The communication's getting a lot better this game. But it feels like they can actually play a bit quicker than Samsara. For as consistent as Samsara are, feels like these peaks for Capital One, when they really get going, you just can't beat them to the ball, man. Keanu Weaves, half field, recognizes the opening in the defense. What a good little bit of trickery to find this shot.
Yeah, no, good return to form. Keanu Weebs this time being a lot more proactive on the attacking end, essentially acting as an instigator, trying to actually fight up that ball, just maintain it on that attacking end, and then after that, rotating back, being more of an anchored position. So being very proactive, and this time his position definitely works out in their favor. He was kind of mid-rotation, but still was able to react, get that ball at least over towards the net, and it just so happens to be that the shot worked out in his favor. 2-0 scoreline, Samsara not exactly finding their opportunities on the attacking end, and you can kind of attribute that to a whole lot of midfield control for the Capital All for One side.
That's exactly what it has been. The defense hasn't been challenged, but now might be the time. NDLZ against everybody. Just breaking people apart. Good challenge there. Gets the shot at the end of the day. And this is what we're a little bit worried about. Capital One, as good as they look on the attacking side, as fast as they can play, it takes players to do that.
You can't really give up any sort of opportunity to the Samsara side. And
oh, no. Don't say that, Gus.
You can't really give them an inch, and they'll give you some, but holy, what on earth is going on? Cyan going nuts. Shoop and NDLZ. Again, I just want to say that those two individually thus far, they definitely impressed me. That play from NDLZ, it just kind of proves what I was thinking earlier, that both Shoop and NDLZ, good freestyle legends. They know their mechanics well, and with just about 2 minutes left, you give them at least a little bit of space on that attacking side, and they can make gold out of it.
Oh, here comes Shoop. Breaks one. Goes for a second. Dribbles over. Oh. It'll be a cross. He goes for the pinch. What a cross! Oh my God. Beat 2 into the pinch on the wall. They thought he had to cut it further in to go for the cross, but instead keeps it short. What beautiful placement. Perfect speed, perfect angle, perfect everything. It is, I cannot tell you how difficult it is to control a pinch to that degree.
Dude, we've seen so many sick goals in CEA, but that's gonna be one of the coolest ones. Holy, and now they bring it back to a scoreline just a minute ago, and now it's 3-2. What on earth is going on? Samsara is starting to, I mean, we were talking about no bias, but this is starting to become one of my favorite rosters already to watch. What on earth?
This has been ridiculous. Shoop looks great as an assisting player. NDLZ, the striker, Cyan can cook, locking it down. This is a team that you can root for. But Capital One, the OGs, can they find a goal to get back in here? It's the big question. Core's got a good challenge in the half field. Keanu Weebs up high in the sky. Great play from them as we're expecting. Redirect for the cross. It's a good one. Core's there. Miscommunication again, though. They can't decide who to go for the ball, and they don't either have the angle. Leaves the ball up for NDLZ. Defense is back. The rotations are for Capital One, but they're going to have to build it all up again.
Yeah, Housebreaker definitively had the better angle, but Core, he wanted to fight that one up too. This time, yet another beamer of a pass on the front line. But we're not talking about Samsara. We're talking about Capital All for One. They didn't exactly have a player ready for that quick pass on the front end once again. And with just about a minute left, Cyan can cook, fighting up all alone, maintaining that ball on the attacking end. But it's that time being crunched off the clock, and not only that, but it's boost now for the Samsara side that they can kind of recollect themselves for the formation. Keanu Weaves in the background. It's going to be none other than NDLZ trying to fight up. Double in the back line for Samsara. Not exactly parking the bus, but more of a focus towards the defending end. They still need that cushion. They still need the dagger to put into game number 2. 30 seconds left. Shoop sends it forward. Core, he has to go up.
Oh, come on!
Boost! Nothing. It's a high-octane race to try to get to the net. And Shoop, he manages it well. Core can't make it back. 4-2 scoreline. 25 seconds left. It's not exactly over yet, but it's certainly looking like a Samsara dub.
Oh, man, this one's as close as it gets. I'm looking towards game 3. I don't care how this one goes, Gus. 30 seconds, and DLZ could put the nail in the coffin right here. Doesn't beat the player up to the ball. Will make a cross out of it. Doesn't choose to challenge. And this is smart by Samsara. This is what that consistency we were talking about earlier. This is where it pays off. They understand. They don't have to do anything. They can play with 2 defenders. All the overcommits in the world are going to be happening from Capital One, and they've found every single one of them. 5 seconds left, and that's going to be game number 2. Ooh. Done and dusted. Samsara send themselves up to match point.
Well, that was a 2-0 scoreline for Capital All for One, and it just gets completely dismantled by 4 uncontested goals by Samsara, led up by NDLZ and Shoop. Again, one of the sickest plays that we've seen thus far, and it's one of the more, I guess you could say, fundamental ones that we've seen. It's not exactly an individual effort, but Shoop, such great control off the wing, still with a great eye for the pinch. Cyan is in the perfect spot. It's like okay, look, listen. I love watching myself some Haikyuu, okay? I love me my anime, and that just reminded me perfectly of what is a minus tempo approach. 2 players, perfect tempo, perfect pace with one another. They both approach at the same time. Shoop knows that Cyan is going to be at the right place at the right time. Both essentially on the goal line. Pass from Shoop directly to Cyan. That's going to be an easy goal for them, and that's what started off this entire run. I love the Samsara team thus far, but Capital All for One, what we're seeing from them is great development. A lot of control over towards the midfield area, but that gets broken apart easily. Samsara, they're starting to get a lot more aggressive at this point in terms of their own attacking effort. Their counterattacks are getting a lot quicker, and Capital All for One, we've seen them before. They can do it again. I trust in the fact that they can keep up, but let's see if they can actually do so in game number 3, as they need to reverse sweep to try to take this 3rd match day of CEA.
Oh boy, that's a long road to get in the reverse sweep, Gus, but you mentioned it. It's the only way out. Samsara with their feet on the throats of Capital One. They've come to prove a little something. What are we seeing in game number 3? A quick goal here could mean so much for Samsara. And what a nice little bump pass combo from Cyan. Leaves the ball back. Good control. That's an open net. Can NDLZ find the shot? No, Keanu Weaves is just too quick in the air.
Good collect by Keanu. Oh! Okay! Devin B, welcome to the roster. Capital All for One. They replaced up one of their players up with Devin B. And Devin B almost takes that one and makes it his own. Nice little thread the needle, but Capital All for One can't break through yet. Still scoreless.
I doubt it'll be that way for long. These 2 teams are pinging shots at one another's net. Samsara's got that consistency. Core has one over. Keanu, just doesn't quite have the angle to get it back in. Has to choose for the center. Great passing play by Capital All for One.
Amazing
Gets it
pass.
back up to Keanu. Oh, an uncharacteristic miss, though, by the beautiful man.
The wonderful man. You gotta love his name again. Keanu Weaves. I just can't get over it. Just about a minute in, NDLZ trying to drag it away. Keanu Weaves can't fight up for it. Now it's NDLZ with his own opportunity to make his own solo gold, but leaves it off to the wing. Shoop with a pass forward, but nobody's going to be there for the collect. Instead, it's just knocking time off the clock and leaving Cyan to actually collect some boost and get up in the wing formation. Now NDLZ in the back, trying to fight it up to the backboard, trying to get a pass up center, but good denial by Keanu Weaves. Still going to be Devin B knocking it back. Hits backboard once again. Core, great reaction, but Cyan can cook. There's the insurance policy, the rotation going back and forth, player after player, individual by individual, and they leave it up to Cyan can cook for the 50-50. It goes up, perfect top right bins. Samsara breaks the draw. and they have the lead. And if the score stays the same or the advantage stays the same, Samsara almost an unprecedented 3-0 over Capital All for 1. I can't believe it.
That was a much tougher shot than it looked like, too, for Cyan Ken Cook. Way to keep it cool. Find the only spot in the goal that was actually open, even while being pushed by a player in the 50-50, like you mentioned. Now they're looking for more. Capital One, it's kind of this awful paradox, right? On one hand, you want to stop getting scored on. You want to play that defense a little bit stronger. But on the other hand, you know you got to find goals back, so you commit heavily into the attacking half. And then what happens? In comes Shoop.
Again, it's got to be Keanu Weebs. Just a little mechanical mistake. He needed to get that up to the wing, but not exactly ready for the clear out. Again, that's just unfortunate. It happens to any player, and Shoop, he's not going to miss those. Almost at all.
Oh, no, not again.
Are you kidding me? It's the magic of Rocket League kickoffs. You miss out on the kickoff, it could go either way, and Keanu Weebs this time, he was the one that opted to go forward. Don't know what the call was, what the communication was. I think that might have been planned, at least for Keanu Weebs, to try to get that off-tempo ball forward, just trying to get the rebound, but simply did not work out.
No way, not
and
three.
This time it
okay,
shoots
thank God.
almost with yet another kickoff opportunity. Door, this one's starting to become a little bit rough, but Capital All for 1, they still have half the game left to try to come back.
Yeah, they got to keep their hearts in their heads in this one. The second you let go, that's it. Another shot by NDLZ. Samsara failed themselves. And let's remind ourselves that Cyan Ken Cook hasn't had to get involved in a long time. Nearly misses that one. Touch over NDLZ. This is a tricky double touch to get. Can only really get across. No, not the same pinch quite. They were looking for it, though.
No, nobody was in that same spot, but yeah, no, a little bit slower than that shoot pinch, but yeah, decent opportunity. Good reaction by NDLZ. Now it's gonna be a 1v2. Keanu Weaves has to go up for it, and that's just tough.
He makes it look easy.
Such a good position. I mean, yeah, he makes it look easy, right? Because that one wasn't easy. NDLZ, he had to control, he had to get the ball up. Could have definitely got a pass in for Shoop, but that little boost, that little, I guess you could say chip that he actually pulled, worked both as a shot and as a pass. Shoop could have been able to be there as the insurance policy. It was almost an impossible situation for Keanu Weebs. He was in a good spot, still contested it, got a body on it, but it's still a 4-0 scoreline with just about 2 minutes left.
Dangerous territory now. 2 minutes. Things not feeling too hot on the Capital One side. They still look good, though. I honestly, like, again, just like game one, for the scoreline, this doesn't look like a team that should be getting 4-0'd. They're playing incredibly fast. The rotations on the attacking side are immaculate. It's just on that backside. They're having a lot of trouble stopping these shots from coming in. Case in point, NDLZ over top. Coast to coast, baby. 5 goals.
Coast to coast. Shoop sends it up. NDLZ off the rotation. Able to be in the right spot. Knocks it down. 1:30 left in the game. I don't really know what else to say. This team is essentially filled with champs, and well, they're proving it at this point. They all have their own individual stylings. It's a fun time for really any player on this Samsara side, as now they start to have a little bit more fun here in the stadium. As well, Devin B, he actually has to send it back. He actually wins out essentially a 1v2 on his own defending side. And did out again, leaving the ball in the corner. NDLZ in an awkward spot. Double come in the corner. Oh, no, you got to hate that for Capital All for 1. Still Core fighting it up. Trying to send it middle. Cyan Ken Cook just bumping away Core. It's cheesy. It's fun. It works. 55 seconds left. Ball sent forward. Shoop trying to fight it up in the wing. Double commit again over towards the ball. And 45 seconds left. And we're not seeing many opportunities. Potentially a consolation goal.
Let's see him get one back. Oh!
Ooh, love that from the both, but still nothing for him.
It's so close. You know, you want one for Capital One. After 2 kickoff goals in a row, you have to be rooting for him a little bit here to score one, to pull one back in game number 3. But the game itself might just be about done. 24 seconds on the clock. We're taking down Shoop. Just continues going. Samsara are never satisfied with this. They know they have to make a statement in these early games. They know they have to appear as a threat when you go up against teams like the Ninja Cats, when you go up against teams like Facebook, when you get the big ones going. You need these wins to keep you ahead of the game. And 3 seconds on, not a goal in sight for Capital One. It'll be Samsara taking away the series 3-0.
Unreal. Great performance, and they actually do get a goal in. All right, so
there it is.
We got it in. But Wow. Wow. Oh, wow. What a story that's being developed now in the CEA. It's a new threat. It's the new blood. Samsara in their first season here for CEA together. And they just took down one of the veterans. They just took down literally what has been a very consistent playoff threat in this whole league. And I don't know what to tell you. The scenes are changing.
The scene's been changing around a little bit. We've had a lot of new teams come in this season. A lot of new teams kick some real butt. And we're expecting more. This is just the start, guys. There's more CEA action to come. Same time, same place, every single week. We get more and more matches going for you this season. It only gets bigger and better. And I'm curious, man, do we get a team that can really challenge the Ninja Cats here? We've lost Booz Allen. We've lost the one David that could really take on Goliath. Could Samsara be that team?
Who knows at this point? It's going to be a fun time. Like Dor said, same place, same time. Every Monday, folks, you guys can catch this corporate Rocket League action. And it's been a fun time. My name is Upmind. You can follow me on Twitter at Upmind_. You can follow my boy here, Dor, at Dor_cast. Is Dor_cast or Dor?
Yeah, no, Dor_cast. You got it.
Got it. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you guys next week. See you guys next time.
Take it easy.